And we're off.
And we're off to the races.
This Spindrift, I think whoever was making it at the factory put a lot of extra flavor in.
No, the pink lemonade.
That's what Spindrift is all about.
This isn't pink lemonade. This is grapefruit.
Oh my gosh, check on my face.
I love that. That was so embarrassing for Rainie.
Pamplemousse.
Pamplemousse. Well, that's LaCroix style.
Well, that's just what I think the rest of the world calls it. It's one of those things like capsicum, bell pepper. We're the only people who call it bell pepper.
Yeah, what's that about?
What was that word you just said?
Capsicum.
Have you heard that before?
Mm-hmm.
When you're international and you want bell peppers, they're like capsicum. I mean, you say bell peppers, they'll be like,
But we saw it and we're like, kind of looks like a bell.
oh, it's a pepper.
It's a pepper.
I mean, say we have pineapple. That's called something else everywhere else in the world.
Oh, yeah.
We just chose some strange looking stuff for like, give it some easy numbers.
Yeah, that's true.
Give it some easy names.
It's like garbanzo beans.
Pineapple.
Although I actually heard recently,
prickly like a pine cone.
I heard recently that garbanzo beans is actually not the colonized name. I was referring to it improperly. It's just a different part of the world. Called it garbanzo.
Oh, they're different? Chickpeas and garbanzos are different?
Well, chickpeas, no, they're the same, but it's different. I thought that it was like we saw chickpeas and we were like,
chickens.
Garbanzo. I thought we colonized the name, but I don't know.
We probably, if anything, we carbonized it to be chickpeas.
Exactly. Right. Because chickpea actually feels a little bit,
like peas that a chicken would eat, but we're eating them instead. You're eating chickpeas over there. Those are for chicks.
Those are for chicks.
You're eating them yourself?
Hey.
By golly.
You ever see a chickpea?
Welcome to the Tripod, everybody. We are going to be doing some exciting stuff in this episode, that of which I can't recall because we were told about the next episode we're recording, and that was so salacious that I forgot everything we were going to be doing this one.
Keith plays a porn game.
That's right, which is also salacious.
It's coming out, Keith.
Keith Plays a Porn Game is back, and it's hotter than ever.
It was hotter than ever.
It was hot. Don't spoil.
All right.
No spoilies.
All right. And Johnny shared some of the most insane stories that I've ever heard.
That's right. So last time we did Keep Plays a Porn Game, obviously it was your classic tripod crew, but with Zacky Zach raising a baby babe, we brought in none other than the amazing, the incomparable Johnny Cakes.
Horn expert.
Horned up. And yeah, it was a really great season. It was so much fun. We had a great time. We had some new attributes to the game. We had the Wheel of Voices. So anytime a new character came about, the new voice was chosen for them through randomization. We had the sexy condom questions back yet again.
Of course.
And we got into some sexual escapades.
But the first thing that I need to do is we need to be held accountable.
Oh my God.
Because something that we said in that recording that is out now is just not true.
No way.
Because we said that being a club owner was easy and would not require travel. So I had to fact check this. So I Googled it.
This is what kept you up at night.
Yeah, you said.
Are we going to get flamed?
Yeah.
Are the club owning listeners of this show going to flame us?
Because we thought it would not require travel because we didn't think that he had to go on a plane.
Right.
Yeah. So here's a quote from a Medium article. Being a club owner is actually extremely difficult and often not very profitable.
This is written by a club owner.
It's an opinion piece.
Yeah.
He did not mention travel, so I emailed the author.
You emailed the author?
Emailed the author.
Oh my God. When Rainie puts her mind to something, it is astounding the results that we can get.
And I said, I'm doing some research and for a podcast, and I came across your Medium article.
No way.
Very fun read. My question for you is, did you ever have to travel for work during your time as a club owner? And he says, long story short, I traveled, but I didn't do any long trips. I had trouble being away for more than one weekend at a time. Realistically, I could have, and the club would have been fine. The staff was incredible. I just had that anxiety that something would go wrong if I wasn't there. Follow up. Okay, but did you travel for work? Couldn't really travel for either. When I did, it was typically for work. So Darren was not traveling for work.
No, he's traveling for pleasure. But also, it's so funny that you sort of like the world is like more vast than we even know. You Googled, is travel required to be a club owner? You found an article and you emailed the author?
Yeah.
Like that's peer-reviewed research.
Honestly, you can find most people on Instagram.
And most people are just ready to be like, yeah, okay. Did you Instagram message them?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And now I follow him. He doesn't follow me back.
Well, in what place does he own a club?
Canada, very poorly reviewed.
Yeah.
Well, that,
Canadian clubs know Miami
Yeah.
It's no Miami.
It's no Miami.
It's no Miami.
It's no Los Angeles. It's no New York City. It's no Chicago. It's no Atlanta.
Have you
That's
been to a
right.
club in Canada? I've been to a bar in Canada.
I have been to Canada very briefly.
I've never been in a club
when I was
in Canada.
13.
We should go Canada clubbing. That's a plug.
That's a plug. Plug
Clubbing
to a
in
Canadian
Canada?
club. Honestly, I would just like to do plug to a Canadian tundra. I think that'd be great. We just go out there.
Just stand in the...
I think that'd be kind of beautiful. And we're all in winter gear. I'm all about changing the biome. That's what, honestly, what I want to be
Hell
doing
yeah.
recently is I want to be changing my biome up. I want to be all of a sudden, I'm building a fire in the snow. Huh? Yeah.
I've never done that.
Me neither.
But I guess you did live in New York, but for the most part, you've lived in warm places.
Correct. But I love the winter. I'm a winter freak. I love the cold. But you know what it is? I like woodsy winter. I don't city winter, slush, dirty, yucky, icky. I like a winter that's like calm, peaceful, a cabin, wood.
Yeah, we like
Fire.
to see that for a couple days.
Well, I don't want to live there.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe a
not-
that's
couple
what I'm
minutes
saying.
on
Cold is
TV.
hell.
Yeah.
It's sort of my limit.
I think it is lovely to wake up in a cabin and there's a fresh powder on the ground and you've got a nice strong cup of coffee and you look out the window and you're like, that is nice out there.
A hot drink and a cold thing.
And
Wait,
you
when
see
was
a little-
the last time you guys did this? Because to me, this is like a fantasy.
No, this
I've done this.
exists, Rainie. It's
I've done
real,
this.
and it's realer than you even know.
You just got to go to Minnesota.
Yeah, it was probably like a couple years ago. I went and did
To
one of
where?
these. Like a couple years ago, I went to like Lake Tahoe in New Year's Eve.
Oh.
You could just go to Big Bear.
You can go.
You-
Big
it-
Bear has snow.
You can get to snow in an hour in the winter.
Yeah.
Oh my
I'm not
gosh.
kidding.
Because California is up and down in winter.
There's snow an hour away because when we
Winter,
when we
summer,
did
winter,
summer, winter,
the
summer.
D&D recreation scenes,
Yeah, yes.
we only drove an hour.
We drove an hour up into the Angeles forest to get like these shots of them in D&D garb in the snow.
In the snow.
It's right up there.
it was
super
so close. I was
Yeah.
like, I can't believe we're here already.
No, it's crazy. Honestly, in the winter, I want to do more stuff like that, where I just change my biome up. I feel like it's the same thing of you do novel things, your brain, it extends like the quality of your life.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
And I want to like, every time there's winter, there's snow on these here mountains. It's like, okay, 45-minute drive, no problem.
Yeah, we can do that.
Get on over there.
Let's
I don't
go
think Julian's
sledding.
ever seen the snow.
Oh, no.
He's 2.5. He's
Oh
never
my
seen the snow.
gosh.
And did Henry see the snow last time we were in Chicago? Probably.
Was it winter?
Yeah.
Then yeah.
But not always is sometimes there's not snow yet.
Yeah,
or it's
sometimes-
gone.
Or it's dirty.
There's gross snow.
City snow.
City
it's
snow
so
gets
dirty.
gross. It's all gray.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
icy and dirty.
It's yucky.
You know what novel thing I did?
What?
That acrobatic workout class.
Was it
You
like
did the
silks?
thing. The swings.
Yes,
the
the
bungee.
swings. And
I
it
want
was
to do the
insane.
bungee class bad.
What's that?
You never seen the
You
bungee?
have to. You would love it.
You're
You get in like a little diaper and you
Yeah.
bungee through the air?
No.
Yeah.
Well, it's more than a diaper.
It's a harness.
It's more than a diaper.
It's more than a diaper, bro.
Can you? Is it like I jump and I'm like, woo?
Yeah.
You never seen it where
literally.
you kind of run and like float, swing,
Yeah.
fly?
And you
Not-
get to do it the first 10 minutes of class. You don't have to train that much to do that.
I was gonna say, not really exercise, right? Or is it like that? Sounds really fun.
It is the way that you're really tired after a great day at like the Discovery Zone
Yeah.
as a child.
yeah,
Like-
you're just moving.
I was working out, but really I was just
Wait,
having
you've
fun.
done it?
Yeah, you're
No,
a boss. As a
but
kid.
I've seen it, and I can put myself in my
You're
mind.
an empath. You're an empath.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can
So
feel
what
it.
was your class like?
It was amazing. It was, I mean, we listened to Pitbull and we did some dances. She was like, this next song is playing. It is Pitbull. I was like, okay.
That's so
It was
Now,
fun.
Is Pitbull canceled?
No, I don't know why she was saying it. I was like, yeah, Fireball is awesome,
It
actually.
is Pitbull.
It is going
Just
to be
so
Pitbull.
you guys know,
Yeah.
it's Pitbull.
In case somebody had a bad experience with Pitbull,
Yeah.
he's a Mr.
Trigger
Worldwide.
warning,
Yeah.
Pitbull.
DW Pitbull.
Yeah, but anyways, that was fun. But okay, what are you guys going to be for Halloween?
Oh my gosh, such a hard pivot.
Big question. Big question that I'm ready to answer.
Really? You're ready? You've got it locked and loaded because I don't. And I'm curious.
Yeah, because obviously our costume centers around the child's costume.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And he is going to be a garbage truck,
That's awesome.
which means we are going to be garbage men.
That's so funny.
You got to take so many photos.
Yeah.
That's iconic.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
really good.
I'm going to make him a little garbage truck out of a cardboard box. It's going to be my little craft. It's going to be fun.
That's so good.
And I think I also want to make a little garbage can that can like be picked up. I don't know how I'm going to do
Oh,
that
that's
yet.
great. Yeah,
I
you
think
can
if
do
that's
that.
his candy
Where he
bucket
can
is
put
a
it
little.
up.
I think his candy bucket is a little garbage can.
Yeah, that's nice.
Right?
'Cause
That
then you can
hangs
eat
on
out
the
of it.
side of his box when he's walking.
Yeah.
No, I think that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. So Julian has informed me a couple different costumes. I don't think we've locked in on one. He told me he
He's
wanted to go
informed you.
as a bicycle, which I think is really funny. And he just has 2 wheels on his, maybe on his hands. I don't know what that looks like functionally, but I think it's really funny to go as a bicycle. And the other one was he maybe wanted to go as Satsuki. No, not Satsuki. Sasuke. Because his friend is going as Ponyo. So
Who are they
Aw.
from the movie Ponyo.
Never seen Ponyo.
He also could go as Totoro, which would be so
That would be
cute.
darling.
Would be really darling. But he's got a lot of interests, I also would not be surprised at all if he wanted to go as Anna, Elsa, or Olaf. Or the ice monster, which is probably his favorite character from Frozen.
Yeah.
Gosh,
But again,
big swing.
I'm
Bicycle
always-
and ice monster, hard costumes.
Every time we're trying to watch, every time he wants to watch Frozen, I'm always like, what about Frozen 2? Because I prefer Frozen 2.
It's better.
I think it's a better movie.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I like Frozen. I mean, don't get me wrong, Frozen's awesome.
Sure. Let
But
it go.
Frozen 2 is really great.
And it's funny that Lost in the Woods,
So good.
so funny.
It's so funny. The reindeer
So
coming and
funny.
singing.
So
Man, it is sort of a big treat to be able to. Man, good. It's so good. But it's such a treat to be able to watch movies like that over and over, honestly. That's the best.
Yeah, we've watched. I mean, we haven't watched. He watched Frozen finally recently.
Yeah.
we watched Monsters Inc. a couple times.
Oh, he hasn't
It's
seen Monsters Inc.
damn
yet.
good.
That's a good one.
I'm watching that right now.
It's damn
It's
good.
really good.
And it made me watch Monsters University on the plane by myself. I was like,
You're like, let me get more
I
of the
gotta
lore.
know more.
Gotta get the prequel.
I had never seen it.
It is
so
a well executed movie. I'm about halfway through.
It's good.
It's just the structure is
that's
so
nice.
clean.
See, I probably also, costume-wise, it's I'll do one when we trick. Well, I also do Rat Man. I always go as Rat Man. Did I get to tell you about that?
Yeah, I think I've seen Rat
Oh
Man.
yes.
I go as Rat Man. I hide in the bushes. I scare the children.
Yeah.
It's at my friend's house, and there's the whole thing. We set the whole front yard up, and it's all spooky, and there's a TV with static on it, and we play spooky music, and we have a fog machine, so it's all
Yeah,
foggy
we
and
always
spooky.
do the fog.
And then I hide in the bushes, and then I stand up, and I have this terrifying rat mask, and I wear a little suit. And so I stand up and act like a rat, and it's so fun. It's my favorite thing. And if the kids are really scared, and they look up at me, then I take them and I put my hand out and I open it, and there's a piece of candy. And I give them the candy, and they take the. It's like, oh, the monster's nice.
And that's a good lesson sometimes.
good.
Don't take candy from the rat, Charlie.
It's so exactly. But that's probably going to be one of my costumes. I mean, Rainie, what are you going as? Do you know?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I last year wanted to be Tinkerbell, didn't get it organized in time, and then I was like, okay, next year. But now I don't even feel like it.
I think I'm going to say didn't get the part. I wanted to go Tinkerbell, but I didn't get the part.
Here's the thing, guys. Big news. My in-laws are in town on Halloween weekend.
Oh shit! You're ready to party.
That means I could party if there was one to go
shit.
to. And if
See,
I can
that's
stay up
really
late
nice.
enough to enjoy it.
That's going to be the second tall order. But yeah, that's really nice. I know. See, Halloween, I'm like, maybe I go out and I freaking get wild. But who knows?
There's some friends of ours like Chris Reinecker, and they have middle core friend group. There's the inner core, middle core, outer core.
Yeah.
Well, these are middle core to them, and they're like fringe core for me because I've met them twice.
Yeah.
And they have
But
big
there are
Halloween
people
parties.
who do they theme their house at a Hollywood production level. I don't it takes them a month to build it.
Oh, that's
my God.
And
amazing.
you go to I went to their party once, and I was like, all I did was walk around and look at stuff.
That's so cool.
That's
I was like,
so
I was like,
cool.
whoa, this is freaking cool, huh? And then I saw clips of their party last year because I couldn't go. So I'm hoping they're having another party, and I'm hoping I can go.
Are you doing Halloween decorations on the home?
We actually just said this weekend we probably got to put out our skeletons. Now our Halloween things are just a bunch of skeletons.
That's great.
I just throw skeletons around the yard, and often they're happy skeletons, and I sit them sitting in a row waving.
Oh, I like that.
Oh,
I
that's
like that.
cute.
They're
See?
the little tiny ones that are very small. I put them all, I have them sitting next to each other waving.
Yeah.
That's great.
Why do you think kids love garbage trucks so much? Because Julian is also a fan, right?
Oh yeah,
Well,
they're awesome.
If you have to think about what it does, it's basically a transformer.
Yeah.
It has a big mechanical arm that squeezes the garbage, lifts it up, bangs it down. It's covered in flashing
Loud.
lights.
Yeah.
You hear it from down the block. It goes bang, bang, bang.
Mm-hmm.
It crushes garbage. And they come a few times a day, the day they come, and they pick up the different cans and they slam them down. We pretend to be garbage trucks as we have a bedtime routine where he does bath, we do books, and then we do silly walks.
Oh my gosh.
Silly walks
That's
we
so
also
cute.
do.
We do three silly walks down the hallway, and one of us holds Henry, and the other does the silly walk, and he commands us with which one he'd like.
That's so funny.
And often he's like combining things that don't make sense. He's like, tiger, kitty cat, garbage can, bang, bang.
Oh,
so then you go,
great.
meow, meow, rah, zzz, bang, bang, bang.
That's so cute.
It's so funny. And he always wants garbage truck. He's
Yeah.
like, always garbage, bang,
Because
bang,
they're
bang.
awesome.
Shopping, planning, and cooking food really can be simple and stress-free. I know you doubt that, but it's true. Imagine having your weekly shopping cart filled for you and your meals for the week decided on. Taking all that work off my plate is why I love Hungry Root. Hungry Root takes the stress out of mealtime by filling your cart with personalized picks and planning your week of meals, getting smarter with every order. It's very personalized, so if you're gluten-free or dairy-free or maybe you're high protein, you just take a quick quiz and their smart cart technology recommends groceries, recipes, etc. that fits your tastes and needs. It's like really simple, really wonderful. I've used Hungry Root with Becky for a while. It's great because a lot of their meals you can do in 15 minutes. You can have a lot of variety of it. And rather than just giving you the ingredients just for that meal, they give you ingredients sort of like a grocery bag. So I think what I like about it is how flexible it is. One meal Becky and I have had recently is the turkey tenderloin with mini hickory potatoes and asparagus. It was like so like simple and delicious in that sort of like rustic, like perfect little picturesque meal sort of way. It was healthy. It was delicious. We loved it. Take advantage of this exclusive offer. For a limited time, get 40% off your first box, plus get a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com/tripod and use code tripod. That's hungryroot.com/tripod, code tripod to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life. hungryroot.com/tripod, code tripod.
We've got like 2 or 3 garbage trucks toys that Julian's like does the whole thing. It's so fun. It's like the same thing with fire engines. It's also like a specific
Fire engines, I get more because they're beautiful.
Because kids can understand. They're like, oh yeah, this is we throw things in the garbage and it goes in the can and then the garbage man takes it away.
Yeah.
But growing up, I didn't have a garbage truck.
Mm-hmm.
I lived in the forest near the creek. So
You had to take your stuff to the dump.
Yeah, that's right. We go to the dump.
Yeah.
We go to the dump, Rainie.
You throw your garbage
growing up going to the dump?
in
No,
your
no, no,
car
no. We had
and take
garbage
it to the
trucks.
Oh
dump.
my God, Keith, going to the dump. We go to the dump. We'd come away with more stuff than we left.
We didn't do that.
We go to the dump. My dad's like, well, this bicycle's only got one wheel. Don't worry, I can build a wheel. I think I've got one back in the shop. My dad's building bicycles. We were always getting like a broken VCR. We'd do take apart. So my dad we'd just
this
go.
is fun.
We'd
That's
get like
awesome.
a broken VCR, and honestly, at the school, because my dad taught 3rd and 4th grade, he had a take apart section. So sometimes
So
for
cool.
like some parts of the day or whatever, the kids would go back there with screwdrivers and like whatever, and they would do take apart where they're taking apart machinery and they're looking at the things inside and like how they work. And there's a little motor, here's a little thing in the VCR and whatever. And so we were always getting junk.
I want to be in your dad's class. Like I want him to do a little college class that I can sign up for.
It would be cool.
You know what I mean? Like I want to do the carrier pigeons. I want to do the take apart.
Yeah, yesterday, my dad was like, he texted me and was like, I found a turtle and I have it in a box for Julian and so Julian FaceTimed my dad so my dad could show him the turtle he found. And it was like, this is great. He's just finding turtles. And I was like, as a kid, we were always getting turtles.
Yeah, we would catch turtles
cool.
and build them cardboard shoebox mazes, and we'd let them live in our house until it smelled too bad. Then we'd take them back to the woods.
Sure. And when they smelled too bad, was it because they were dead? Or
No. They were just pooping and pissing.
Yeah, pooping and pissing.
And you're like, okay, well, that's enough of the turtle. Let's return him to nature.
But how cool to see a turtle in the wild.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I would see them all the time.
They're beautiful.
And the dead turtles, so just turtle shells.
Yeah.
Turtle shell.
Where
Sick.
some fox has ripped it open and eaten it
and
all.
it's just the outside of the shells are beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my
Carnage.
Well, Keith plays a porn game.
Found a deer skull once.
It's sort of a choose your own adventure smut style.
Yes.
But I think we need to learn our history
Yeah. Porn?
about. That's funny. That could be interesting. That's what that Seth Rogen thing is about.
What?
The Pamela Anderson and do you know what I'm talking? The Seth Rogen TV show about the invention of porn.
I have no idea what this is.
I don't know about this.
What? It's so down your guys' alley. I'm stunned.
I watched the
Seth Rogen,
studio.
Pamela Anderson?
This-
Not the studio.
No, Seth Rogen is in it, and it's Pamela Anderson, and who's her husband?
I don't know.
Isn't she at the time of the sex tape?
Yeah.
It was other celebrity. Right now, she's
You're talking about, it's not the invention of porn. You're talking about the Pamela Anderson sex tape that leaked.
Well, yeah, but it's like the invention of internet because of porn.
Yeah, it's the
That makes sense.
Yes, it's the Pamela Anderson sex tape was such a big deal because there wasn't a lot of porn on the internet.
Yeah,
and they were starting to distribute the Pamela Anderson sex tape. I haven't seen the show, and it's about Seth Rogen, and he dresses up like a dog so he can break into Pamela Anderson's house so he can take her hard drive.
Yes, he's the guy who like steals the hard drive.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is fascinating. I mean, I would say a lot of the internet is definitely because of pornography.
Yeah,
because like it's like the people who were trying to get video compression and stuff like that good, like the technology was advancing because that was the most profitable thing on the internet.
They were
but
driven.
it's also Baywatch, Pamela Anderson style. The pilot of Baywatch was watched by over 1 billion people.
Really?
Yes.
That's
Because
crazy.
That's
Pamela Anderson,
crazy.
and Pamela Anderson, I think, wasn't even in the first season or something like that. But it was like the second season of Baywatch she was on there is because there was no internet. Pamela Anderson, boobs. She's beautiful.
They're bouncing as she
She's
runs in
bouncing
slow-mo.
as she runs. She's a lifeguard.
We all know that's the scene.
That's the scene. She's running around, but it was 1 billion. Imagine 1 billion people tuning into something live. That's what Baywatch was.
How
cool
were there
is that?
even enough people at the time?
I know. I literally am like, how many people were there?
There was not even that many people, but it was like this incredible event. Like everyone, and it's also like everybody can understand people in swimsuits saving lives.
We love it.
You know,
You don't have to speak the language.
It's ER on the beach.
ER on the beach.
Yeah.
I gotta watch Baywatch.
But this is the history of the choose your own adventure.
Oh my God,
So-
Bantham Skylark.
Is that the first one?
What
Sorry,
are those
isn't
words?
Bantham Skylark the creator of the Choose Your Own Adventure books?
I don't know. Well, this says that this is a reissue of the original 1979 game book, and it's the first in its series to become an international phenomenon and inspire generations to choose widely. So I thought that meant it was the first ever, but they could have just said that.
That's interesting. Well, you know, all I know is that the Choose Your Own Adventure books that we know as children were created by Bantham Skylark,
Oh my god!
which is a production company that made the Choose Your Own Adventure books. And I know this because I used to produce a podcast called Taking a Walk with Me, where one of the hosts would read a Choose Your Own Adventure book with a guest. It was very funny.
And so did Bantham Skylark do the R.L. Stein Goosebumps Choose Your Own Adventures?
Oh no, I don't know. Maybe. I think the Bantham Skylark was the original.
Well, because I know that Mr. Stein didn't write all of those books. He wrote all of the original Goosebumps, but then there was such a demand for more that they had other writers doing them. But I specifically think he didn't do the Choose Your Own Adventure ones. But they still put it under his name. But actually, someone else was writing them. Like he wrote the story, but they chose all the ways to make it manipulated. He's like,
that
okay,
makes
here's the
sense.
idea for the story. Turn this into a confusing
because
book
it literally
experience.
is like such a logic puzzle. I'm
Yeah.
not surprised that he's like, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Rainie, I rudely interrupted you.
Wait, so we have to go back. When did you produce that podcast?
When I was like 21, 22. It was for my, sorry, yeah, that's right. Podcast lore. I used to run a production company. And by production company, I mean me and my 3 friends bought an audio mixer. And it was called.
I did the same thing when I was 21, but with,
Exactly right.
with 8 other friends.
Yeah. And it was called Danger Friends Network. And Danger Friends would produce a variety of podcasts that we, produced because we had this audio mixer.
It's the rewatch podcast I know about.
We rewatched. We tried to rewatch Entourage. Turns out too offensive to do comedy about. We had another one called where it was like about health and wellness, and then we had a third one, and then we had this one, Taking a Walk with Me.
Oh wow!
And again, when you are a bunch of kids and you all get together and you decide let's start a company, you know that none of those shows existed beyond 6 episodes.
Oh yeah.
You start a lot of stuff.
Well, the Oxvarious podcast actually
went along for a long
had
time.
like 100 episodes.
That's amazing.
Now
That's such a long time.
And it was, this is very much like in your 20s production. We only had like a few tripods. So there was also what was known as the bee bowl, which was a bowl that had a bee pillow that was holding the microphone. It was a bowl stacked on books with a bee pillow, aiming the microphone generally at the person talking.
Wait, Keith.
What?
I need to find this podcast.
It's old.
It's old.
Is it
It's old.
online?
Are they still up? Probably.
It probably.
It's you and Brian and
a bunch of other people.
yeah, right.
And it's all like, we were always like high too. So the conversations,
the quality of the
conversation was all over the place. There's also 9 people trying to navigate talking together. But it was great. Like, it was a great way for us actually just to hang out and make content while we were doing that, but also practice before that.
Yeah.
There were so few podcasts at that time
totally.
too. And we were just trying to figure out like, what should we be making? And it was a great thing. We would just do it after rehearsal.
Yeah, that's
so we would like do our rehearsal for the show that was next week. And then we would have a podcast themed on what the same theme of the show that Sunday was going to be. So if we were doing a superhero themed improv show or sketch show, whatever we were doing, we'd do like, okay, let's do a podcast about what superpowers we would have.
Yeah.
And that would be how we would create synergy across what we were doing as a company, so that like our fans, like if the 75 of you want to have a little bit more insight into this week's theme, you could listen to our podcast.
That's cool.
But we did it so religiously and it was so fun. And again, it happened because we bought an audio mixer.
Yeah, you're like, if we're going to go in on this trip 3-way, the 3 style.
And you know that like really long gray Ionic like 8 channel mixer that we had at the very start of the company?
Yes, I do.
That's the mixer.
That's so funny.
Wasn't even a mixer. It was actually a digital interface for you to use a digital mixer.
Yeah, for
it was
you
a
to put into a computer.
Yeah, basically it was just a computer mixer.
Yeah.
So it didn't have any of those buttons. It was just a volume knob, just the gain knob.
So
I cannot believe I didn't know about this.
Yeah,
That's 100 episodes of a podcast that I've never heard of.
I'm old.
Well, in order to do something successful, you have to do something that you're passionate about for a long time.
Yeah.
And then do the other thing that's successful.
It's interesting. I was talking to Liam, who's an editor here, who is Kelly of Shoes fame.
Yes, of course.
And he was like, oh yeah, I was doing Kelly. I wrote before YouTube, and like he was doing it all. Like he was doing all sorts of sketches, and then when YouTube came about, he had the opportunity and he took it.
Yeah. It's just like you have to like get ready to be lucky.
Yeah.
It's like
exactly.
it's like you prepare and you prepare and you prepare and you do your thing, and then eventually it's like, oh yeah, this same thing like is the thing that's
like,
gonna be,
Yeah, Keith was doing it 100 episodes, and then all of a sudden now he's doing it for his job.
Yeah.
Which is great.
How crazy is that? But sorry, yes. Choose your own adventure, Rainie.
Choose your own adventure. So this is called the Cave of Time. And essentially we find a cave it can take you to the past or it can take you to the future.
Uh-oh.
So that's the first, what should we do?
Future.
Okay.
So let's think about this.
Well, if I got in a cave, I think I want to go future.
Mm-hmm.
I think so too.
Everyone I know.
Less
either way.
dangerous.
Yeah, less dangerous. Less scary. If I get sick, they've got like Tylenol and ibuprofen and stuff. So I think that I'm sort of like future's the only option. Because you go back, what if you go back too far?
Or you could screw up your ability to even be on this adventure to begin with, right? There's too much time travel rules are too hard. But future,
future's
you get a
fine.
glimpse at what's next.
Yeah.
And you could change the future without it mattering because future doesn't exist yet. Like if you found out everything's bad and you feel like, okay, it's bad because this guy did something. Okay, you go back to your home time and you go kill that person.
That's a good point.
Or befriend them.
Or befriend them.
And educate them into a different life.
Oh
That's
my
true.
gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
That's a
always
good
think
idea.
we have to go back and kill them.
We don't
We
have to
could go back and be their bud.
We could go back and heal
fix
them with love.
Heal
Yeah.
them with love.
We can fix them.
Buy them a corn dog on a pier, change their whole perspective.
Think so? You ever think you should be a good guy and then you just get back in the time machine?
Hey, don't do that thing.
Honestly, that I do feel like the balance.
Peace,
Everything
brother.
sort of hangs in the balance of that.
Yeah.
If Mark Zuckerberg, man, if he had gotten with Rooney Mara
Yeah.
and then not been so jerky.
Yep.
Man, what a great movie.
It's not real, but it is good. It's
Yeah.
like not really what happened, but it is a really good movie.
Oh, it's not what happened?
No, the Rooney
Oh,
Mara
I thought that was
doesn't ex-
history.
doesn't
I thought it was a
count.
documentary.
That person doesn't exist.
Oh,
There's no Rooney Mara character.
but it does sort of give it.
But
gives
it's so good.
It like gives like to the incel of it all.
But you need to. It's like a good movie because of that. Because
Yeah.
if it was the true story, it'd be kind of boring.
I think about all the time her saying, "You're gonna think that people aren't sleeping with you because you're a nerdy, but it's actually because you're an asshole." And I'm like, period.
Apparently, Aaron Sorkin is working on a script for Social Network too.
What will that be?
So it's going to be about the current modern day Facebook, about him testifying in front of Congress and creating the idea of truth and whatever. And I think it's not going to be Jesse Eisenberg. There was somebody else that was going to play him, and it was really, really good.
Well, Jesse Eisenberg did a great job.
No, he's great, but he's not modern day Mark. That was young Mark.
True.
Now, but it was like,
he's-
it's the idea that Facebook is this a superpower, basically.
Yeah.
And Meta and the whole, and also Mark Zuckerberg is like crazy, kind of like weirdly like alt-right.
They're too rich. It's about
Yeah.
the money, ultimately.
It's about the
and
the gas.
It's about
but
the
yeah, I
money
want to
and
go to the
power.
future.
Let's go to the future. Okay. It's extremely hot, 100 degrees. In the distance, a range of mountains which look extremely high yet are bare of snow. It's just way too hot.
So hot.
So
Jesus.
now,
I guess I'll take off my
And we
shirt.
went to the future, not the past.
yeah.
Whoa.
So that's kind of dark.
So it's like it's hot because it's global warming.
But it's only 100 degrees, and if Palm Springs today, that's how hot it is. And if you look in the distance of Palm Springs, the mountains currently, the ones that are closest, don't have snow on them.
Yeah. You guys see the thing about Mars?
Yeah, it's still there, huh?
This is life on Mars.
That's the end of the conversation. Yeah, it's the thing of, actually, it seems like maybe there might have been life on Mars.
There definitely was. Guys, space
There
is
was.
old.
I thought there was currently.
No, sorry, you thought there was currently
I thought there was
alien life?
like microbes. So like something like, it's like, okay, they're way behind us.
No, they haven't proven that.
Okay.
But also, I think the more compelling idea is that maybe like millions of years ago, there was life on Mars and something happened.
But it also just could be like comets are just full of junk. And like comets could have hit it, 20 years ago and just deposited some 10,000-year-old junk.
Yeah.
Mhm.
10 million-year-old junk.
Totally.
Right?
Yeah.
Like comets hit us, filled up the oceans. Now we got junk in them. And that's space for me.
Why isn't your Hank Green style career taking off?
I keep thinking that. I keep thinking like, why can't I just do 8 to 12 minute videos explaining some hard concept for everybody? I'm like, okay, comets came, they were full of junk.
I actually think this
were
is
full of
fun. I feel like
junk.
you haven't. Have you piloted this?
You gotta
try it.
Well, the closest thing I did was the Pizza Hut
Yeah.
video, which was great.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it was like, but it was like it was a lot of editing.
Yeah.
But in my notes app, I have like, Keith, you got to figure out what you can do just talking to the people about something you're knowledgeable about. And what I'm knowledgeable about is fast food and Pokemon too.
I think you can
mostly
just-
fast food.
You can talk about one Pokemon at length.
Just like
A lot of detail.
the crazy mysteries surrounding Charmeleon.
And you're sort of in a suit in a very fancy place.
Charmeleon.
In a tuxedo, like at a grand piano.
He's not the Charmander anymore, but he's not a Charizard yet. But what
That's
is the
right.
story of Charmeleon?
Some say that Charmeleon. Yeah, like there's something really funny about that.
I mean, there's hilarious things where like, yes, there are Pokemon that are actually based on like a super old mythological monster in this culture and what
yeah.
they did. And like, so there's a lot of stuff like that.
No,
cool
but
stuff.
I want you to explain like the beginning of time to me.
Well,
It might require a little research.
Time has no beginning.
Whoa. Are we baked?
I have been thinking we should do a podcast where we called One of Us is High.
Honestly, that's a really good idea. And you have to guess who, and we don't know. Nobody knows.
Yeah, we don't know. Only the person who knows. But I think we need to have Zach back, and I think we need to have like one more person. So there's just a little
We
bit
all
more.
have an envelope, and then like each of us leave, and
Uh-huh.
that's so.
But you
That's
have to be
really
like,
good.
you have to hit like a weed vape or something because you're gonna stink like pot if you smoke.
you come in reeking like weed.
We don't know who it is.
That's so funny, though. I think that's a great idea.
I think so too.
Let's find the secret stoner.
One of us is high.
It's gonna be
Okay.
immediately apparent.
The trick will be two of us are high, but it's
We're
called
all-
one of
we're
us
all
is high.
high.
Honestly, the idea of being, I actually heard about somebody doing a werewolf style party where, and the whole fun of it was, it's find the secret stoner, but everybody's high.
They all, wasn't there a Game Changer episode where it was
Yeah.
like they were
I think it was
all
drunk.
pretending to be drunk?
Yeah.
Yes, no one was
There was
drunk.
no actual drunk person. They were
Yeah.
all pretending. Oh,
That's
they
so
got him. They
That's
got him. I love it. So funny.
Okay, we can essentially try and figure out why and keep going. Why is it burning up? Or is it going to get better later? Or we can retreat.
Keep going forward.
I
Press
think we keep
on.
going
Yeah, we gotta go
forward.
see if there's.
I'm not going back.
I want to see if there's a hoverboard. That's the future.
Okay.
This
I
is
wanna
the future
s-
from when this was written was like 1960.
I want to see if they've come up with any new clothes, any cool clothes, because of how hot it is.
Like tinfoil, but that's like it's
yeah,
all
like
over.
some sort of air conditioned shirt.
That would be nice.
Right?
Air conditioned shirt is a really good idea, Keith.
They do exist.
Really?
I think there's like attachments that like make your shirt balloon up. You never
I
seen
want to
those?
get the one there's one that's a bracelet you wear that cools your wrist down and it makes your body cool.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because it's like your blood.
Yeah. That's like scarves. That's the same idea except reverse.
Exactly.
reverse scarf, they call it.
Okay, so it's essentially really freezing cold. The air is very thin.
Fuck, where did we go wrong?
Wait, why?
And-
What, because we went. Did we go further into the future?
Mhm.
How far?
Oh,
How far are we going here, Rainie?
Yeah,
I
A
think
year?
pretty far. They don't really tell you. Sometimes I did a few other ones, and like sometimes it'll be like, you actually live a great life in the 1800s. But this, they don't tell you.
whoa.
Yeah.
So it's really cold all of a sudden now too.
Yeah.
It seems like we're just going from winter to summer.
That's a good point. It's Persephone of it all.
The Persephone of it all.
The end.
That was it? We're
That was
dead?
it.
Sorry, what
We're
the
dead.
fuck?
Yeah,
The
we're
first
dead.
choice we're given is you can either go in the future or the past. We went to the future, and then what was the alternative? Where was the branching narrative?
Go back. Which I'm
So
like,
they didn't write a book called The Cave of Time. They wrote The Cave of the Past.
Yeah.
They wrote a book about going to the past.
Yeah.
Because that's all that's go to the future. You go to the future, and then, at the end, it's all hot and cold. That's not a story to me.
that
A story
was
is
why-
you meet a goblin named Blicky. And he leads you on a quest. That's a story.
That's a story. I want to meet Blicky.
Yeah.
I think he was playing it safe, and he was like, if I'm going to be real with myself, I don't know.
It's
what
not
the
a very
future
big
is.
book, too. I'm looking at the
Yeah.
book,
It's called The Cave of the Past.
and it's pretty small.
It's really little. So what happens if we go to the past? Now I'm curious.
You want to go to the past?
Let's go to the past really quick.
Guess we gotta.
Let's jump into the past.
Let's jump into the past.
Here is a character alert. We meet a boy named Nick Tyler. He lives on Birch Street.
This book is all over the place. Sorry, we go to the past. So how far of the past do we go? Not very far.
We don't know yet. We're in the woods, and a boy about 12 years old is fishing, but there's no one else. So you go up and introduce yourself, and fortunately, the boy is friendly. So you can tell him that you're coming from a future time, or we can try and make up a believable story.
I feel like if we tell him we're coming to the future, he's going to get a little scared.
Yeah, you sound crazy.
You sound crazy.
So make up a lie.
Yeah, make up a
Lie
believable
to
story.
him.
So I'm just going to tell you,
Yeah.
when we make up a lie, he leaves, and then we get arrested, and then we get in jail, and then we get released from jail, and we live a happy life.
I'm glad that you did the research because that's a not fulfilling answer. So
Yeah.
do you know what happens if we tell him the truth?
Yeah, if we tell him the truth, he's like, "You're crazy," but we have an extra room. And
This
then,
book is
and then we go live with his family. They become family to us, and we help his dad. And then we go to a print press, and then we make some money, and we live happily ever after.
it's good to know that narrative fiction has come a long way.
Yeah,
From when was this written? The 60s?
73. Yeah,
Where
79.
does the time machine go once it lands in the past?
It's in the cave. Well, you're in a cave. It's the cave.
Oh, it's
of
just the
time.
cave.
It's not a time machine.
It's just the cave.
Cave
Time
of
cave.
Time cave.
But that means the time cave has always existed, which means time travel is for everyone throughout all of history.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's what I'm saying. The rules of time travel are too dense.
I remember watching a movie about a cave like this. Actually, I was just going to say, I can't believe this hasn't been adapted into a movie.
And then you've
then
already
actually-
seen it.
It was a thing where basically they're looking up, they fall into this cave, and then they look up and they're like, wait, why is everything rushing by? And basically time passes fast in the cave.
Oh.
Time passes really fast in the cave. So it's like, and they're seeing the sun, every time the sun blinks, it's like a day. So it's like,
I like that.
Oh my gosh.
It's very cool.
Every time there's a time travel story where they come out and they're like, "Oh, my whole family is dead." That always makes me sad.
It always is very sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's Interstellar.
Oh my God.
Did you understand that movie?
Every little bit.
While I was
Interstellar.
in the theater. And then when I walked out of the theater, I was like, wait a minute.
But
Wait,
the
what
cool
just
thing about
happened?
it is that gravity does work like that.
Right.
Gravity is time.
Yes,
which
it
is
is.
the coolest
It's
thing.
true.
About, the coolest thing
If
about
you
that
get
movie
close
is that
to
that's
the-
real.
If you get close to the sun, time is slower
Time
for
is,
you.
no, time is the same speed for you always. You experience time.
Right, right, right.
But time everywhere else
Yes.
goes faster.
Faster.
I saw a comment that's like, "This is my favorite podcast where non-science people explain."
That's true. This is
Yeah.
why we're in the comedy category. Okay,
a bunch
everybody?
of trash at the ocean. Now we got junk in it.
I mean,
It's the
come
comets.
on.
Comets are space trash. It's ice and germs and
Germs?
elements.
Really?
Yeah.
Ew.
My favorite.
Sometimes.
Sometimes germs.
Yeah.
I mean, germs are alive.
Like, yeah. Sometimes
Huh.
they're germs. They're space germs. And that's how we got germs here.
My favorite thing
Germs
about
didn't just magically start on Earth. Germs came from somewhere, and then germs turned into critters, and critters turned into cats, and
Wait,
cats
what?
turned into
Wait, I thought that
What? I
germs
thought
were
germs
on
evolved.
Earth. I thought germs were on Earth.
So we know that at some point, but people think the spark of life on Earth was like some random elements came together, and there was some sort of energy source, and they created a microorganism, right? A single-celled being. Probably more likely, a single-celled being arrived here on a comet, and it was frozen, and it thawed, and it was like,
Wasn't
oh, cool,
possible.
I'm here now.
That's true.
And single-cell organisms basically become more by duplicating into multiple single cells. And at one point, one of them just duplicated into 2 cells. Instead of dividing, it was just a 2-celled organism. And then that one had the genetics to do it that way, so it probably duplicated into a 4-cell organism, and so on and so forth. And then those became critters, critters became cats, and cats became people.
I have never heard this. Did you just just make that up?
No, he's telling a theory.
No, they didn't become cats. I just sort of made a funny.
People became cats, cats became people.
But yeah, so like, and then different organisms, probably through the millennia of billions of years that the Earth has existed, have crashed from space into this rock from other rocks. And the moon is there because the Earth got hit by a big rock.
That's true.
And it exploded. And then gravity brought the Earth back together. But some gravity said, actually, there's a new part of the Earth that now circles the Earth. And that's how all moons work.
The moon used to be a piece of the Earth.
Where did you guys learn this?
School.
Science is really cool, right?
College and high school. Honestly, high school.
Well, what's crazy about like a lot of science that's really exciting is it's like everybody has an idea and then they test the idea and then they test it over and over and over again. And then eventually they're like, yeah, it wasn't quite the original idea, but now it's this new idea. But also they don't know.
Yeah, that's
So it's
ultimately
like,
it sounds
which is
like we
really
don't know.
cool and exciting. It's like we do know a lot of stuff that's really cool and exciting.
Yeah.
But the way we know it is by like taking little pieces of information and taking little pieces and testing them and trying them. And this is the current theory.
Right.
And then this is the current theory. And
then we have laws, which we feel are theories that we have tested enough that we think, yeah, that is how it is. And
like gravity.
sometimes law of gravity. Like we're pretty dang sure. So we're going to go ahead and say, yeah, we're sure.
Yeah.
But then there's the theory of relativity. There's like most of physics is still theoretical physics. Like we think that we're pretty sure that's how it works, but also every so often something we discover shows it's slightly different. So it's still just a theory because we're settling in on how it works. Also we prescribe laws to what we can see and observe here, but that doesn't mean they would actually work everywhere. In the unknown universe. So we have the known universe. And once again, that scientists being like, well, these work in the known universe. What we know exists.
What we know,
we don't actually know if that's all that exists. So our laws only work for the things that we know, and we're still discovering new, right? So that becomes then part of the known universe because there's the unknown universe, which is actually stuff that's in the known universe that we don't know about, and there's also whatever is beyond that.
That's right.
Anyway, there's a bunch of junk.
The whole thing is a big clam, and we're going to crack it open and eat it.
We're going to clam it.
It's more nature news, though. I actually have more nature news.
This is breaking?
This is breaking.
Breaking nature news.
New tree.
New tree just dropped.
So this is the text. Somebody emailed our customer support, okay, and said, y'all were musing on the latest podcast about what if apes domesticated dogs. Well, guess what? Monkeys in Japan already domesticated deer. They ride them like horses.
Oh my God. That's so fucking funny.
Right?
Monkeys are smart.
Wait, so these monkeys are riding these deer on Japanese island Yakushima.
Are they telling the deer where to go?
I was wondering that as well.
Or are they just riding for fun and letting the deer choose?
I feel like this is honestly like, we got to be careful about this.
Yeah.
The animals are communicating.
I've seen Planet of the Apes.
I've seen Planet of the Apes, and I know that if the animals start communicating, we are fucked. We are like, we cannot handle if all the animals together start fighting us back. We cannot handle that.
No, even if the ants decide to crawl into our mouths and kill us.
Oh, yeah. Imagine a billion ants.
Yeah.
You can't seal away
if a billion ants just walked into your house, you're done for.
If the singularity got into ants, oh my God.
You're done for.
You're fucked.
They can make structures out of themselves.
Even if it's like,
yeah, I've seen that.
They make bridges out of themselves.
They
make ladders out of themselves. They're awful.
Too scary.
Their spit has antibiotics in it. So like when they go to war and then they come back and they're injured, they're doctors.
And they amputate each other's legs off.
Yeah.
Really?
They go, yeah, they do it. They're the only species that does like purposeful amputation for health purposes.
That's so crazy.
Isn't that sick?
Ants are really scary to me.
You want to know something really funny?
Yeah.
When you sent me that text, it made me see that I had started to write a text to you guys that I just didn't send.
Oh,
this is exciting.
It was pumpkin spice latte off might also be good this time of year.
That is brilliant, Keith. I wish you would say
a really good idea.
We get different pumpkin spice lattes from all the different places that make them.
Yeah.
And we find out who did it best.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And I don't know why I didn't send it. I'll send it now.
Thanks. Send it now. Honestly.
Spice latte off. Honestly.
Might also be good this time of year. So clearly, you guys, we were like doing something. I think it's because the last thing I had texted this thread was supposedly McDonald's has a full birthday cake you can buy. And I remember we tried to buy that on a plot.
Yes, we did.
And it didn't work. So it must have been me continuing that thought. Although you had since texted to us that in 2024 that quick and cute reminder we're recording at 11, double smiley face.
Oh,
That's from you.
Okay. I guess it's 2024 is the last time that we texted without Zach.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's probably true.
But so to follow up on the chimpanzees, I looked this up. And or no, they're apes, right? I looked this up and there's a lot. It was really getting bogged down because they're essentially like they're humping them. They're not riding them.
Oh.
So I'm not really sure if this is true or not.
So you don't know if they're riding them. You think maybe they're humping them.
Yeah. But then there was an NPR article that was like, apes do ride them for fun, but not these apes. So I think that maybe a more
fucking perverts.
a cutting edge story is that we're actually humping the deer, but they do ride the deer as well.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm worried about that too.
It's the tough thing.
I'm also worried
I don't
about
want to
that.
have half monkey, half deer coming to get me in my sleep.
Some monstrosity coming towards you. By the way, I really do wish it was like Pokemon rules.
I wish it worked like that.
Oh
It doesn't work like
it'd
that.
be so cool if like all of a sudden they got like a monkey bred with a donkey and you're like, like this modern horror.
Could we?
They would become so powerful.
So you can like
saber-toothed tiger?
reproduce with things that are like 98% your same genetic makeup. That's how we get like mules, and that's how like different. We have like the different Homo sapiens or like Homo habilis,
Right.
or like all those different types of peoples.
Yeah.
They could have sex with each other, and they could make babies, and those babies could still have sex with other versions of those people.
Yeah.
So could we? How do you get a deer to be more like a monkey and a monkey to be more like a deer, so you get an animal that's close enough where they will be able to have a baby?
I can guarantee you there's some mad scientist out there working it out. It's just like, what if we... Well, honestly, okay, this is so funny that somebody commented, this is the non-science podcast where they talk about science stuff, because I'm about to talk about something sciencey.
We're going to try, guys.
And I don't know much about it. But there was this whole experiment where basically they, this is to Keith's point, they took, so the experiment was, what if we take the friendliest foxes and we breed them with each other, right? And so they took these foxes and they had these big, bright star patterns on their ears or whatever, these bright red foxes. And foxes are nimble, foxes are quick. They breathe like this, right?
That was so.
That was good. That was really good.
They breathe through their nose. So they take, and they were like, we're leaving food out. We're trying to hand feed these foxes. We're trying to give food to the foxes. They found the friendliest foxes, and they captured them, and then they started to breed them, right? And then they bred them down, and within, I think it was like 2 generations. So they take the friendliest foxes, they start breeding them, those babies. Then they take the friendliest of those foxes babies, right? And they breed them with other friendly fox babies. Within 2 generations, the offspring started to look way more like dogs, started panting like dogs, lost the star patterns in their ears, and started to I believe, and
That's
again, not a science podcast, but it was like within 2 generations, maybe 3, the offspring like trying to be like, how do we behaviorally use genetics to like deduce down? It was basically the idea that animals, if you take them and then you do forced evolution on them, we're going to try and get this dominant trait from these groupings and, domesticate it down. It creates an animal that is dog-like. And if you continued to do it, the idea is that you would be breeding a dog.
No way.
That was the idea behind the experiment.
So
like
we
they start
should
panting, so you
find
theoretically.
some lions, the nice ones,
The nice
and
ones.
keep only breeding nice lions until we have nice, gigantic cats.
Ooh.
Oh.
See, like,
Imagine if house cats
that's exactly
were
right.
as big as lions.
That, and they would be,
But
you
they
would
were
be safe.
But they were sweetie pies.
Yeah.
Problem is, some house cats will still try to fuck you up.
They were-
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
So I don't know how you get that out of
Yeah.
them, because the cats have scratched me in the face, and I wouldn't want a friendly but lion-sized one.
Yeah.
That'd be
He would still
crazy.
kill me.
Yeah,
I
just,
don't want
but they'd be
that.
playing,
So
but it would not
I
be
need
good.
somebody out there to make really big, nice
Very
kitty
docile.
cat for me to ride on.
Yeah.
That'd
To
be
ride
nice. A nice little panther for Keith to ride on. Because
Yeah.
think about it this way: it's like, look at animals that think sort of look the same. Evolution over time is like foxes. You're doing it over generations and generations and generations, but it's survivability that's the survivability and reproductive capability that's keeping animals alive. Giraffes look like that because at one point they needed to get food that was way higher up because everything was dead.
And one of them had a bigger neck.
Yes.
And so the other short neck ones died.
They all died.
And only the long neck one lived. So he got to get laid.
Yeah.
That's right.
And
so
then
over
his
time,
babies,
boom.
there was another longer neck baby. And he was the only one who lived, and he got to get laid.
Exactly. He got to get a little of that snussy.
No, but I was that
Giraffe pussy.
Why is it snus?
I don't know, man. I just the first word I thought of.
Snussy.
A little bit of that snussy. That giraffe pussy.
I don't like snussy.
Jafussy.
But no, that did make me think because there's a word for that in evolution where two animals evolve into like a pretty similar thing. They aren't the same species. They just look like the same species.
Yeah,
so it's like the foxes aren't actually turning into dogs, which is what I thought you meant, which was very...
No,
Well,
that
they
is
are.
what it,
They
that
are
is what I
turning into
meant.
dogs.
Well, Rainie, think about
What
how
is a dog? A dog is like
a four-legged creature.
big, broad spectrum.
So think about where dogs came from, and think about where foxes came from, and think about where wolves came from. They probably came from the same creature,
Interesting.
Just like we and
or different regions, or
we
a very similar creature.
Yeah.
And then because of evolution and because of adaptability in different regions and because of a million other reasons, over time the animals started to look different from
They
each
become
other.
full dogs.
like we
Yes.
didn't come from chimps, but we came from the same thing chimps came from if you go back far enough.
Yeah.
But
And
we
evolutionarily, eventually there's a split. Oh, and
Yeah.
then these creatures exist that are a little bit different than these creatures. And then, from those creatures, we're adapting in different ways and we have different strengths and weaknesses and we're diluting it down into different beings. That's what's so cool about science. As a science-based podcaster,
yeah. So this is sort of like, so we've always been first and foremost about science.
I think it is really funny that when it's me, Miles, and Zach, it's just pop culture, and it's when me, Keith, and Miles, just
all science.
It's just
Yeah.
science.
That's just the
But it's
energy I
what
bring
we
to the
think
table.
science
that's the
is.
evolution that's diluting down. That's diluting down.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see.
This podcast got really good.
Hey, guys,
Let me
so
tell you
good.
guys, listeners, if I was listening to the first 15 minutes, I'd be like, where are they going with this?
Where are they going with this? And then, little do you know, we're about to talk about articles we almost read.
Yeah. And things we learned and have since half forgotten
From high
because
school.
I learned them 15 years ago.
Exactly.
When I was in college 20 years ago, I was in a human origins class where I learned all about the evolution of primates. And the little glimpses of my memory from that time, I'm now turning into full sentences here on this
I
podcast.
gotta watch Planet Earth.
I mean, yeah. Do you ever? Yeah. This has made me think though of because we've got just a few minutes before advice. It's not worth the whole segment, but do you ever think that like we?
Well, it's worth the whole segment. We don't
It's
have time
definitely
for it.
worth it, but we
It's
don't.
always
have time.
worth the whole segment.
Oh, always worth. But like that we are actually all interconnected in that there's no one spirit, and then we're all just trying to figure out like the best species. You know what I mean? Or does not make sense?
Like we're Hunger Gamesing.
Like we're
What do you mean?
all-
Like me and cats and bugs are all the same?
Yeah, and the mission isn't that one person succeeds. It's that like the whole species is.
Well, yeah, definitely humans are the best.
Well,
That's what we think, right?
Oh, that's what we think. Because
Yeah.
you see ants.
Yeah, and we see who threaten our success.
but do you think
Yeah.
ants feel
And that's
joy?
why we've killed so many animals.
Yeah, I have so many ants. Do you think that ants feel joy?
I don't know.
Ants feel like, to me, they're like a symbiote, or not a symbiote. What am I looking for? Hive mind. Ants
Hive
are a
mind.
hive mind.
Yeah.
Ants don't feel like they
Yeah.
feel a lot of joy. But you look at cats, they feel a ton of joy.
Yeah,
Cats have a great life.
They're
Great
like,
animal.
look at my belly.
Look, oh yeah, they're rolling around. Their young ones are playing around. You know, like it's like I think about animals in terms of like ants are incredibly a productive organism, but I don't know that they're like in there going like, man, we're having the best day.
Yeah, at what point do animals get a soul?
Holy shit,
See-
I can't believe. And we don't have enough time for a full segment, but I love that we're putting it in
Because like
right.
ants, probably not. Japanese beetles,
Mm-mm.
probably not.
No, probably not. What's the limit? Is it mammals?
Birds, probably not. Eagles,
You don't think birds have a soul?
Eagles.
I got to be honest. I
Hummingbird?
think that birds have a soul.
you think so? That's a lot of souls to go to bird
You're
heaven.
telling me,
That's
though.
a crowded place.
You don't say, okay, think about it this way, though. You don't look around and you see a bird go, goes right here, looks at you, and goes, Keith, wake up. You wake up.
Then if I had a dream where birds were talking to me, I would probably have different perceptions of
You don't
birds.
think that bird has
Wake
a
up.
soul?
Wake up.
I just think birds are so beautiful.
Yeah, they're gorgeous, but that's just so they get laid. That's
You're
their
not wrong.
giraffe.
You're not
That's
wrong.
their giraffe neck.
That's true.
Pretty feathers are their giraffe neck.
They're hot.
Yeah.
Except it's not even about food for them. It's simply about boning.
I don't feel like
They
birds
dance.
have
They do dance. That's tough. That's big soul activity right
I
there.
don't think that chickens have souls, but I think that a lot
hope
of
not.
birds have souls.
Eagles, I feel like
Eagles do. Flamingos do.
flamingos definitely do.
Flamingos do. Hummingbirds, obviously.
If the birds,
Come on, crows are so smart. They've got to have souls.
yeah, and they do talk and they give gifts,
Yeah.
and that's thoughtful and that's soul activity.
But I also
right
think
there.
squirrels
soul
and
activity.
chipmunks also have souls. I just don't think insects do.
Are there any bugs?
Sorry.
Praying mantis.
Yeah. Well,
You see them and they look like they're thinking about something.
they do look like that, but I don't think they are.
What's the biggest bug I can think of?
Like a big centipede. Definitely doesn't have a soul.
I
Evil.
hope
Spawn,
not.
spawn of the devil.
I don't want to have a soul.
Like mosquitoes don't have souls. I'm
That's
sorry.
for sure. We can agree on that,
That's
right?
a hat right
Even
there.
though they're trying to steal ours.
Oh my God. Guys, I get bit by so many mosquitoes in my house. It's just not
Really?
even funny anymore.
But luckily, this year, somehow, like our house was plagued, our yard was plagued with them previous years. Not this year. This year, it's pretty safe. There's still mosquitoes, but not how they were.
I got like some like dumb product that's probably not going to work. That's like Steve's fucking mosquito stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And who knows?
It's
Is it
they're
spray?
in your house or not outside?
No, it's not spray. It's like a bucket. You put like, it's got holes in it and it supposedly smells like sweat. And so you put it up and mosquitoes go in it and they die.
Smells
Yeah,
like
that's
sweat.
good.
You hang it on a tree.
Does it have a fan?
No.
Oh.
Because mosquitoes aren't good flyers.
Did you guys ever have a moth killer? It's like a light that they go to and then they zap it.
I never had that.
You mean
because
just
we
like a,
thought that all of God's creatures were special.
you mean a bug zapper?
Yeah.
We didn't zap.
But
You
yours
know
was
that.
called a moth killer?
It was
think you
probably the
said
same.
zapper, yeah.
It was probably the same. But I used to live in the attic. And so but I was really scared of moths. So I had my dad come upstairs with a Tupperware and a sheet of paper and take them all outside.
You used to live in the attic?
I used to live in the attic, yeah. We had enough bedrooms. My parents just put an office in one of them.
But did you like the attic?
Did you like the attic?
Well, it was only half the attic. It was separated by bookshelves. I didn't love it. It was
So
really hot.
And there were other bedrooms?
Yeah. That's like,
But did you kind of feel
know
like
why.
You were like Harry Potter. They
Yeah,
put
I was
did you
like,
kind
why?
of feel like a Nickelodeon star though? In some ways, like you had a
yeah,
cool,
I
weird
did. When I
room.
moved up there, I was like, guys, I live in the attic.
Yeah.
And then
It was hot?
Yeah, in the summer.
Probably doesn't have AC
108.
up there.
Oh my, 108
Yeah.
degrees?
I mean, I could turn on the fan.
This makes a lot of sense for your character journey.
Yeah.
And you used to live in the attic.
But yeah, so I had a moth zapper and it glue purple.
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough of that. It is time. We are
I like
the
we
most
all let glue slide by, and it glue purple.
And it glue purple.
I was like, that's not the word.
And it glue.
It glue.
And it glue purple.
It glued all night.
But as the most evolved, potentially unknown, there could be a whole other species that is more evolved than us and we don't know about. But as a highly evolved species, we've got our top evolved person to give advice.
It's advice that'll go for miles. Tune it to your radio station. It's advice that'll go for miles. Everyone get ready, Miles Nation. Miles Nation, go. It's advice that'll go for miles. Advice that'll go for miles.
Start spreading the news.
Bob, talk to the mic. No one can hear you.
I'm leaving
today.
Da, 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 da.
I'm gonna find advice for it. Miles Nation. Guys, I've got a two-farter today.
Whoa, a
Whoa.
two-parter, eh?
Always a two-farter, never a two-sharter, Keith.
That's what you want to hear.
Today is a very special day because I'm here to announce that your life is going to be changed forever.
Woo-hoo!
Get used to wearing a hat.
Okay.
I'm currently on a journey in that I am not that confident wearing hats,
You look good in that.
but I'm wearing a hat today.
You know what? I
And
was
I-
thinking earlier. I thought you looked really good today.
Thank you. And I sat in my car going, you stupid idiot. You don't know how to look good in a hat. You can't even pull this off. Just leave it in the car. Leave it in the car, Miles. Leave it in the car. But I chose to wear it. And I think that's a little bit special
That is special.
I think it's good to persevere through a fashion because I wear this hat 2-3 times. Then you guys just go, oh, Miles looked weird at first, but now he just wears hats.
I did not notice you were wearing a hat.
I did because your
That makes
hat
you feel
says
better or worse.
Matryoshka, which is the name for a stacking Russian doll.
Yeah,
and
that's
I was
right.
like, very interesting hat.
It's a hat for a coffee shop in Nashville that I've not been to, but I really like their vibe.
Yeah.
How'd you hear about it?
Online on TikTok.
Oh my gosh.
Honestly, fucking shout out.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's
Nashville?
marketing.
Nashville. Nash Vegas. And the other advice is that, and this one's really piping hot, room temperature water is back.
Agree. I've been on that.
I was sipping that cold for too long, had a room temp and realized that it impeded my ability to suck down the water. And I had the room temp and I literally gobbled 2 large mason jars. Boom, bang, gone. Dusted. Belly full.
You know, I'm normally a room tempy boy, and I'm a little more in the cold zone nowadays. I think it's because of it being hot.
Well, it is really hot outside, but I'm talking about utility of just like, I'm trying to get the water.
You could chug water way faster when it's not freezing cold.
And I was going ice for a long time. I was going, I need it to be a little chilly. It's my little fancy cup. But then I was just like, utility-wise, I need to get 2 mason jars in my body or I'm going to die.
Yeah. When I'm performing, I only want room temperature.
Yeah, you gotta.
You drink more, and like cold constricts. So if like you're singing or something, it's gonna like you don't want cold.
You gotta slow
And
it
if you're
down.
eating and you drink cold water, it makes all the oils and fats solidify faster in your belly, which is not good for your digestion. That's why some people drink hot tea. When you go to like Chinese food, mostly it's an Asian thing, but like hot tea with all your food, it keeps everything hot.
I like that.
So like it keeps it hot. Keep it hot.
Oh yes, you've given me this is advice I've lived by for a long time.
Yeah, keep it hot. So also with spicy foods, it seems strange. Drink hot tea with
does
spicy
seem
food.
really
It gets
weird.
the spice out of your mouth faster. It does. It hurts a little more in that moment, but you'll be cooled off faster in your mouth.
Oh, to have something spicy and then a hot water.
Yeah,
is
but think
insane.
about how like when you wash your hands in cold water versus wash your hands in hot water,
Yeah.
you get cleaner with the hot water, right?
That's right.
Hot water moves stuff.
Oh.
I want to move stuff.
Hot water gets that spice out your mouth.
See, this is a good video. This is a good 5 to 8 minute video, Hank
Yeah.
Green style.
Yeah.
Hot water versus cold water eating.
That's what I was saying for real is the thing I probably know most about is like fast food and like little food things. So I could probably do like a fast food version of that but I need a cool desk like Hank.
He does have a cool desk. Well, it's
And
just
cool
his
stuff.
office,
He's
man.
got stuff.
Iconic office.
I just got a bunch of instruments, which I guess is cool, but strange when you're talking about food and not instruments.
Yeah, you got to put a bunch of food back there.
Yeah, I got a bunch of rotten food behind me.
A bunch of old rotten food. You put it on the shelves once.
Yeah. Well, Keith, hit us with the official tripod theme song.
There was junk in space flying around, and then that junk in space came crashing down into our ocean space, and now we found that there is life all around us. It's the tripod.
Have a good ass week.